Good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream, and today is August the 19th. Wow, time is flying. August the 19th, and I'm going to do you just for today in a meditation with you. I'm brought to you by Hope Through Navigation. This is our H.O.O.D recovery services, and you can reach me at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. How are you doing? Good morning to you. I was just reading some emails from you guys and just so encouraged at your journey. You encourage me and um, you encourage me. I know that you say I encourage you, but you guys you really encourage me. I hope today will be a beautiful day for you. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this meditation for today. First things first. Oh, I love this one. I don't remember exactly what it says, but I do love this one. First things first. We apply effort to our most obvious problems and let go of the rest. We do the job at hand, and as we progress, new opportunities for improvement present themselves. Basic text, page 56. It's been said that recovery is simple. All we've got to change is everything. That can seem a pretty tall order, especially when we first arrive in Narcotics Anonymous. After all, not many of us showed up at our first meeting because our lives were in great shape. On the contrary, a great many of us came to NA in the midst of the worst crisis of our lives. We needed recovery and quick. The enormity of the change required in our lives can be paralyzing. We know we can't take care of all that needs to be done, not all at once. How do we start? Chances are we've already started. That's the good news, right? We've done the first, most obvious things that needed to be done. We stopped using drugs and we started going to meetings. What do we do next? Pretty much the same thing, just more of it. From where we are, we do what we can. We walk the path of recovery by picking up our feet and taking the step that's right in front of us. Only when that's been accomplished must we concern ourselves with what comes next. Slowly but surely, we'll find ourselves making progress down the path, visibly drawing closer each day to becoming the kind of person we'd like to be. Just for today, I will walk the path of my recovery by taking the step right in front of me. The reason why this particular meditation is one of my favorites is because it's something that I learned to live by. First things first. And I have taken this principle that is shared here in this meditation just for today, right? First things first. And I've applied it throughout these past almost 29 years. I've used this when it came to going to school. I've used it when it came to a relationship I was in, when I had to prioritize my bills. I've used this concept in every area of my life. And you can do the same thing. You've already started the first thing, which was to stop using drugs. And then the next thing you did after that was you started making meetings. You started involving yourself in your recovery. And so that concept, it never changes. It never changes whether or not you're trying to figure out where to go with a relationship. You have to stop one thing in order to start something else. You stop the first thing that is causing the issue, or you pay the first thing that needs to be paid that could be the most problematic for you. This is a principle. This here is a meditation that you need to bend that page back and put a 5-star like I do in my meditation books. Anytime I read something that is very powerful and that I need to keep up front, I put a 5-star on the top of it. And the star is a simple star. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. But you've heard of 4-star restaurants and 5-star restaurants and hotels and stuff, right? So when you give something a 5-star, you are telling yourself at some point in time, this was powerful and I need to remember this. And if you ever go back through that book again, some days you're just going to need to read all the 5 stars just to keep your focus. And this is one of those ones that when I had the meditation book, physical copy, this was one of those. First things first. And it's kept me for almost 29 years. I kid you not. And you're going to do that today. You're going to take the first step in front of you. If you're thinking about how to repair a relationship, you can't do it without being clean. So you've already done that. Maybe the person is telling you, I don't want anything to do with you for the next year until I see that you're serious about being clean. And I want your stuff out of our house. If you're serious about maintaining that relationship, and those are the conditions they're giving you, the first thing is to see how you can meet those conditions. Right? It may not be a perfect picture, but you need to take a look at what they're asking of you and how you're going to go about being able to do that, not just for them, but for your relationship and for yourself, right? And you'll take the first step. And I guarantee you, after you take the first step, the second step becomes more obvious. The second step is always on the heel of the first one. Remember that. Taking steps is natural, right? When you stand to your feet, if you're a person that is not physically challenged, you walk very well. You walk without thinking. When your feet hit the floor, you're headed to the restroom to relieve yourself. You take your first step and your second step and your third step. All day long, you're taking steps. It becomes rote. It becomes automatic. And this is how this will be. Once you take the first step, the second one will follow. Once you do the first thing, the second thing that you need to do will follow. Because now you're clear thinking. You're not high anymore. You're able to have some clarity in what is a productive member of society, what is good for you in your life. Some of you are going to say, oh, I haven't been this clean in so long, I'm getting ready to get my GED, or I'm getting ready to get me an associate's, or I'm going to start a business. I am going to actually open a bank account and start saving money. So the next time something comes up financial, I'm not devastated. I have money and I don't have to use the little bit of money I have on drugs. So this is a beautiful meditation and I hope that you've enjoyed it. And I hope that you will do first things first, starting today. Take the first step and the second one will follow. I promise you that. I will be talking to you tomorrow.